And although that is a scary low number, it's not all bad news. We're working with an amazing organization called the World Parrot Trust to go to macaws back out into wild places to one day fill the sky with macaws, right? You can see that right now, but all you have to do is take a look to the sky.
Here they come. Oh, there they are. Oh. Whoa. Here they come. Whee!
Absolutely incredible. Let me tell you, that sight never gets old. These birds are combating the winds with tailwind out of the north here, but they're doing such a good job.
Whoa!
Our ladybug there. All right, keep your cameras up. Although they came in quick, we're going to see if the birds would like to take flight.
Whoa!
There they go. Absolutely incredible.
Did you get
Thank
buzz?
for joining us for Winged Encounters, everyone.
Yay!
Thank you. We'll be back 6 more shows tomorrow. We hope to see you again soon. But more importantly, we'll get wild time here in the Kingdom.
He's like, I know there's food. Yay!
Thank you for joining us for Winged Encounters. Remember,
Discovered by Westerners until 1901. They were discovered by locals far sooner. Though it looks like they should be related to the zebra, they are not. Their only known living relative is actually the giraffe. They both have a long prehensile tongue. Prehensile means finger-like. It gives them the ability to reach out and grab leaves off the trees, kind of like you're grabbing them with your hand. Also gives them the ability to lick their own eyeball if they chose to do so. Okapi are known as the African unicorn because they are elusive in the forest. They are so elusive, scientists don't even know how many are truly left in the wild. Because they're so difficult to track and only native to a small centralized region in the forest in Africa.
His mouth is so long.
Now, Okapi are typically solitary in the wild. Those two just happen to be a mother-daughter bonded pair. This black and white bird is a saddlebill stork. Saddlebill stork have a 9-foot wingspan. That's the same size as the canopy that's currently over your heads. They communicate with each other by rattling their bills because they don't have vocal cords. And saddlebill storks stand 5 feet tall. Now over here on the right, this copper-colored antelope is a bongo. Bongo are named the ghost of the forest. They use that stripe pattern to help blend into their surroundings. Both male and female bongo have horns. Those horns are tilted backwards so that they can dive through forest to underbrush without getting tangled in it. Bongo over here on the left as well.
Oh, look at here. Oh. Oh.
Over here on the left, those tan-colored antelope are greater kudu. Greater kudu use that stripe pattern to help blend into their surroundings. They tell they're female because they don't have horns, only the male greater kudu have horns.
So
Now we are headed out of the forest and into the Safi River. We're having some hippo sightings in the area, so we might get lucky and see some hippos. If you look over towards the
Oh,
right,
there they
two that
are.
fully submerged. We are going to get a much better view of the ones that live on the left.
Oh.
Now hippos are actually poor swimmers. They'll walk or glide across the bottom of whatever body of water they're in. So they're going to still be fully submerged. They can hold their breath for about 8 minutes at a time. Look like big shadowy figures underwater. A group of hippo is called a bloat. They'll spend the majority of their day in the water, about 16 hours of their day. Because they have sensitive skin, they can actually get sunburned. If you look towards the end of the island,
there he
here, there's
is.
one actually two fully submerged towards the end of this island as well.
See it? And then there's another one over there. Oh. What a cute. Oh, here comes the other one. Oh.
they took them to do that.
Left-hand side only, these are Nile crocodile.
See those guys?
Nile crocodile are the largest species of crocodilian here in Africa. Roach one averages 16 feet long. That's the same size as the average height of a giraffe. Your crocodile is called a congregation, and now crocodile can consume up to half their body weight in any one single. On the savannah are migratory, that means they'll travel a great distance every year. You can tell we're headed towards the savannah by looking at that tree that looks like it's upside down on the right over there. There's a baobab tree. The baobab tree remains leafless 9 months out of the year to help it conserve water. It stores that water in its trunk. Animals on the savannah can break into the trunk and get the water if they need it during the dry season. The baobab tree is nicknamed the tree of life. The tree of life in Animal Kingdom was modeled after a baobab tree.
I see him over there. Oh, they're cute.
It does feel like conceptually we're in Jurassic Park. How it was supposed to work.
There are some spotted hyena asleep in their audio.
Yep, see him over there laying
A
down.
little bit better, but these bushes are a little bit lower on this side typically.
Yep, see him in there laying. Right there in that
Spotted hyena
dugout
are led
part.
by the females of the
See 'em?
species. The group of hyena is called the clan.
See
The
it?
shrinking female in the clan still ranks higher than the highest ranking
Right there.
male. And the female hyena are larger than the male hyena.
Oh, look at them guys.
Those large antelope laying down are sable antelope. Sable antelope are the emblem of the Harambe Wildlife Reserve. Those little curved horns help deter predators from attacking. When faced with fight or flight, they're going to choose to fight because they are territorial.
Well, baby. What? What did I do? What rule was that I broke?
These structures on either side of us are termite mounds. Termite mounds are made out of mud, saliva, and dung. They bake in that hot savannah
I'm
so
not
they get as hard as
driving.
concrete. Elephants like to use it as scratching posts when they get worn down. Smaller animals can stand on top of them and see from miles around and see predators or prey approaching. Now over here on the right, these smaller antelope laying down, these are springbok. Springbok are able to leap over 6 feet in the air and run at a speed of 55 miles per hour. Puts them in the top 10 fastest land animals in the world. Also the national animal of South Africa and the mascot from these sports teams due to their quick speed. They are the smallest species of antelope that live here on the reserve. Now this larger antelope here, this is the largest species of antelope that lives on the reserve. This is a Patterson's eland. But the male and female Patterson's eland have spiral-shaped horns. Yours just happens to be the male eland. The female is usually not too far away. The female eland's over there in the bushes on the other side
Oh,
of the road.
there she is. And
Now the
there's the
Patterson's
girl over
eland stand
there.
about 6 feet tall at shoulder, whereas the springboks stand about 3 feet tall.
Tiny and
Oh, there's the giraffes.
There's a great deal of activity happening over here. We got some Maasai giraffe and collie cattle and wildebeest. Maasai giraffe have rough, uneven spot patterns on their coats. Each spot pattern on every giraffe is unique to the individual. They have that long prehensile tongue, just like the okapi. Their tongues can stretch up to 19 inches long, and their tongues are purple, help prevent sunburn on the savannah. Your giraffe is called a tower. When they migrate, they're called a journey. Is Ankoli cattle with the large horns. Ankoli cattle were thought to be symbols of wealth in the Watusi tribe. That's the tribe that domesticated them. So they're also called Watusi cattle. Their horns can measure 4 feet in length. Their fingertip tip, they're about 6 feet in length. They are one of only 2 domesticated species that live here on the reserve. These gray animals are wildebeest. Wildebeest are migratory. They'll travel in herds of 1.5 country. You can tell by the trees that have been knocked down, and the African elephants on our right.
I know,
I
I
do believe these are
love
2
them.
of the younger male African elephants because they're by themselves. Male African elephants will form bachelor herds or remain solitary when they reach adulthood.
Oh, ho, ho. There's another one over
It's pretty
there.
calm on the other side. I don't see any mandrill over there.
Ho, ho, ho.
Does look like it just getting ready to possibly rain though. The mandrill don't really like the rain.
They're pretty.
Now, unfortunately, as we approach elephant country, elephants are in danger of poaching. They are primarily poachers. Does that appear pretty calm over there? When elephants migrate, they do follow a dominant female. The dominant female is typically the oldest in the herd. She's the one that's migrated the most and has the most life experience. The elephant herd consists of a dominant female, other females, and their young. Males only stay with their mothers in the herd when they reach late adolescence or early adulthood. Then they often form those bachelor herds or remain solitary. Now, the average adult giraffe is about 16 feet tall, but they can grow anywhere from 16 to about 20 to 21 feet tall. It all depends on their genetics. They have the same number of vertebrae in their neck that humans do, which is 7.
Another one over there. There's that tree that he was talking about that looks like it's upside down. Mm-hmm. Yep. The one that was modeled after the Tree of Life one that we saw earlier. Oh, look at here.
There's a little bit better view of those Ankole cattle here on the right as well.
Look at that.
And some greater flamingo. Greater flamingo are the lightest colored pink couple of flamingo species. You get that pink color when they're about... They don't get that pink color until they're about 2 to 3 years old. They actually start out a gray color. Kind of
Look,
like
she's out
the
there doing
flamingo
something
chicks
with
here on the edge of the island.
Aww.
There are 6 out here currently.
Oh, the babies were over there. Oh, look at these guys. Look at them horns, man.
Now the 3 that are closest here to us are female. This is the only male on the other side of the water.
Oh my. That's why he's staying by himself.
That group of flamingo is called a flamboyance. Their island is shaped like a hidden Mickey.
Oh.
White rhino were named for the Afrikaans word wide. It means wide and not white.
No,
They're named for their broad square mouth.
rhinoceroses. There's 2 laying over there, and then there's more coming down the road up there.
Those rhino have great hearing but poor eyesight. So a group of rhino is called a grash. You can really only see clearly about 10 feet in front of them.
I think those were hippos, wasn't it? She said there was 3 baby hippos? Or was it rhinos?
Anything farther than 10 feet is a bit of a blur for them.
Cute.
A little bit better look at the other ones. Excuse me. The oldest one here that's going to be closest to us, if anybody saw the Magic of Disney's Animal Kingdom on Disney Plus, that 8th episode, there was a white rhino that's pregnant. There's the baby she's pregnant with.
Oh,
Right here.
little baby.
He just turned a year old in October and weighs close to 1,600 pounds.
Oh my gosh.
I do believe, let's see.
You see the
Let me
smaller
see
one
your
right there?
face. Let me see your face, baby. Nope, I'm not going to cooperate. Okay. You can see it this way.
Oh, he turned the other way.
So that's either the youngest boy or the youngest girl. They are only about a month apart. Got distracted by the babies, but cheetah are built for speed and not power. Due to this, they primarily hunt during the day because if they hunt at night, you have a better chance for large predators to chase them off.
He'll tell us.
Cheetah can't roar, but you can't make any chirping like sound. They're one of the only big cats that are able to purr as well. This is a water bug here that's closest to us. Water bug drink more water than the average antelope, so that actually. Now that one is the youngest girl. Now that I saw her face, that one is the youngest girl. That might have been the boy.
Yes.
It's an African lion. They're asleep. Lions sleep for about 20 hours a day. They do their hunting primarily at night because their vision improves 3 times to what it is during the day.
See him?
Females in the pride go off to hunt, and the males stay back to take care of the territory and the cubs. A lion's roar can be heard from up to 5 miles away. And our male lions, warthogs on top of the warthog burrow over there. Warthogs are the world's largest burrowing animals. They will back into their burrows and sit with their tusks out to appear more threatening. They will leave it the baby girl. And the bontebok laying down over there, one of my personal favorites here on the reserve. Bonta in Afrikaans means multicolored and bot reserve. I live here harmoniously with some
Look at 'em.
Nigerian dwarf goats. Nigerian dwarf goats produce a sweet milk that is valuable at markets. They clear pasture land.